by surprise. Many times don't even understand that this is the direction it was going. You're just pretty much a victim and you did not go in willingly. But the longer you keep finding yourself in toxic situations, you find yourself always attracting a toxic partner. Because I've learned in society that spirit recognizes spirit. And if you're a person who's multiply abused and you've stayed in these situations for long, it's like the predator smells their prey, like in the animal kingdom. So a person can smell a vulnerable person who is used to abuse, and sadly the prey ends up being attracted to the predator. Why is it easy to get in? Because many times the person comes in as a really good person. They come in with a sweet mouth. They come in as a very good and caring person. They are donning you with gifts. They are taking you to places you've never been before. They're treating you in ways not even your parent or parents treated you, or your guardians. You're feeling that love that you've looked for all your life and never found it. And the sad thing is, this kind of person really does this in a very short time. Within a month, this person has over loved you, over gifted you, over everything is just extreme. And I'm not saying people can't fall in love in a span of a month. Very possible. I know I did. But I'm talking about where the person is just too much. Over communication throughout the day, texting back and forth, you're always on call. Of course, they're working and you're working, but you know, when you have that time, it's too much. You're always on phone every day for like 3 hours, even though that's after work, or you can't calculate the in-betweens. They gift you too much. There's so much in your space that you basically end up not being able to do without them, because they were just too much in your personal space. You're always together. You moved in too fast. You are intimate too fast. There was no break. It was all back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Literally back to back of I like you, I like being with you, I love you, I want you, I'm always there for you. Any time you move, they're there. Everywhere you go, they're breathing down you. They're just there. And you become vulnerable and dependable on this person. And then slowly by slowly, they start withdrawing. Those things that they used to do, calling you, it starts reducing. Before you know it, they're not texting back as fast as they used to. They're not calling you as much as they used to. They're not giving you gifts anymore. They're not coming over anymore. They're denying you intimacy. They're denying you everything that you got used to. And you start wondering, am I the problem? So you start chasing after them, begging them for your attention, wanting their attention, wondering why, what happened, having sleepless nights, just meditating on what did I do wrong. Your mind is fully consumed. 1 month ago, your mind was consumed with this person because they made sure they came in as a consuming fire. And then now all of a sudden, you're consumed with the negative. What did I do wrong? Was I too much in this? You ask what's wrong, they say there's nothing wrong. You ask what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. Then why are you not spending time with me anymore? I'm too busy at work. Yet their job never changed. It's not like they got a promotion to be in a more tasking and demanding position. They're still the same person, but now they're just denying you the things you got used to. All of a sudden, they're getting upset, easily irritable, argumentative. You were so lovey-dovey in the beginning. Everything was so cute. He or she loved everything about you. And I'm not going to put gender specific because women will expect me especially to say a man. No, I have done my research and I've seen there's so many narcissistic women. It's just that we don't talk about it. Why aren't we what we used to be? Now they are getting, yes, easily irritable, angry. You're arguing more than you've ever argued with anyone, even in your past relationships. And the arguments get heated. And sadly, sometimes it leads to physical abuse. Not all the time. Toxic relationships doesn't have to mean abuse, but sometimes it does lead to abuse, sadly. And then we have the emotional abuse, minus the physical, we have the emotional. Bringing down your emotions to zero, that's what I like to call it. When someone is telling you, how useless can you be? I've never seen someone as useless as you. You mean nothing to me. And then by this time you've already been, because of how they came in, as again I said, a consuming fire, you told them such a vulnerable stories about yourself so fast, and now they're using it against you. No wonder your father disowned you. No wonder your mother treated you the way she treated you, because you are so useless. No one has ever seen value in you. Why do you expect me to see value in you? I've never seen a man who can never do anything. Useless. You do not provide for me. You do not pay my rent. You do not take care of my needs. You're just here struggling outside there. I cannot believe I settled for a man like you who cannot give me. Look at my beauty and all the things I can get from men outside here. Do you know how many men are in my DMs? Do you know how many men stop me on the road? You're making me take a matatu when I can get a man who drives a Range Rover, and here you're here wasting my time. I might as well have just left you. I should have listened to my friends who told me you'll amount to nothing. I'm wasting my time. No wonder you did not pass in school, because a brain of yours is so stupid. You try this business, it doesn't work out. You try this job, it doesn't work out. Look at how ugly you are. Do you know how many beautiful women I could be having right now? And you want to tell me, oh, you're complaining to me about this, and this, when I can just go and be with some beautiful lady just next door. That's emotional abuse. Beating you to the point you start believing everything this person says. Yet before you met them, you were a very confident person. Of course, life is tough even before we enter toxic relationships. School beats us down from when we are kids. High school beats us down. College, university beats us down. Then the working life beats us down. Most definitely, this even comes even before toxic relationships. But you are more confident, and someone emotionally abuses you to the point you really start believing, you know what? I am useless. I'm ugly. I'll amount to nothing. And that's also emotional. I could be wrong. I'm not perfect, but I personally put verbal and emotional abuse together, because the verbal words destroy the emotion. I'm a woman who makes good money, and you start giving your money to the man you're with to give you a particular amount a month. Like he's your parent giving you pocket money, yet it's your money. Why? Why are you being abused to this level? Your friends are telling you why you're in this situation, but you can't see. They're speaking sense into you, but you keep coming back home to the same person and making the same mistakes over and over, to the point it just becomes a cycle. You're a man who's beaten. You're a strong man. The world knows you as extremely strong, can hold his own. But you come home to a bickering woman who is not even, sadly most of the time, is not even your wife. Just your girlfriend. And she tells you all the words that even when your mother, who maybe was not the best, was angry, never said. And you're allowing yourself to be beaten down by this woman day in and day out. She talks to you like you're a little boy. One thing you'll know, people who are toxic will never hide their true colors for too long. It's eventually going to show. There's no timing for it. Some it's weeks, some it's months, but it's eventually going to show. And it's going to be really ugly because this person has been holding on to a thing that is so fake, and once it's released, it just bursts out because they've been holding it for too long and they really need to release it. So it's going to really cut you off guard and it's going to surprise you. Yeah. So in the beginning, I said, why is it easy to go in but hard to come out? Because you've created a soul tie. Blend in as one. So your soul combines with this other soul, and it becomes really hard to cut. Now separating it, that's difficult. It's really difficult to destroy a soul tie. That's why it's hard to come out. You're wondering, why can't this person just step out? Their souls are tied. Number two, they are brainwashed. They believe they cannot survive this world without this person. That they are so useless. This is the only person who I can be with. I can't be with anyone else. Thank God, even in your mind, in that person's mind, they're like, thank God someone has accepted to be with me, because if I'm this useless, someone has seen at least some value in me. That time they don't know, they're really just destroying their lives. Toxic relationships are really sad things because from the person watching from the outside, it's like, come out, please. But you do not know what it's like to be in it until, and I'm not declaring any of you watching me will experience it, and if you've experienced it, I am so sorry. But you won't know what it's like to be in it unless you're in it. So the best thing is to be very patient. You have to be extremely patient with such a person. You have to keep loving on them. You don't have to bring up the subject. Just keep on loving on them, loving on them, and loving on them. And if you're watching me and this has been a cycle in your life, my best advice for you is to just take a break, a long hiatus from dating. Just learn to know yourself, love yourself, and rediscover who you are.